background and what have you versus what they drink. What they drink, it's one of those things where whether or not they enjoy beer, hard alcohol, they like mixed drinks, they like straight booze, whatever the case is, if you have that, the one that's popping into my head, I'm not going to mention names, but she is of Puerto Rican descent. She is, not her personally, but her parents were from Puerto Rico. Yes, I do know the girls that well. Sorry. But if you put your arm around her, you grab her waist, you grab her, any part on her, she is solid.
Right.
She's not thick for being thick. She's thick because she is just ruggedly built.
Right.
However, there have been other girls where you put your arm around them and it's like hugging a pillow. They just squish.
Right. You poke her and your finger sinks in 6 inches.
Give or take,
right.
Depending on how big 6 inches actually is.
Okay, more than.
I'm glad we can amuse at least Tony on that one.
Yeah.
But no, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of, and I am the last person to joke about anyone being on the heavier side because, trust me, I am one. Every time I go into the water, they pull me out, scream and save him, he's dying, or whatever. They keep pushing me in the water. I am the last person to talk about heavier people.
Oh, we're not talking about heavier women in a negative
No, we're bringing it to a positive light.
A positive light and a scientific consideration of the subject.
But there are women that, they are just dense, muscular, more dense, more ruggedly built than the other ones. Even though they may be the same exact size, they're just more compact, if that makes sense to you.
Right. It was kind of like when women go to the doctor to get a mammary exam, right?
Yep.
For the breast examination. Some women, they will say your tissues are thick. You have thick tissues.
Yeah.
And other women, it's like putting Jell-O on that thing. The doctor will actually say, you have thick tissues, and they actually have to use a different machine.
Yeah.
So it's it's not just like you said. Just to back up what you said about heritage, or ethnic, or genetics.
Genetics are a beautiful and scary thing, because they will produce like Holly Berry. Mm-hmm. Genetics produced Holly Berry. They also produce Roseanne Barr.
Terrifying.
So, you can run the gambit with genetics. However, certain genetic makeups are more predisposed to be desirable, for lack of a better term. I don't know how close I'm going to skate to this line because I have to somehow make a segue to Valentine's Day.
Huh. Okay.
It is rapidly approaching.
Yeesh. Okay, this is going to be a finesse matter.
The only way I think we can make this segue is with a definite change of pace. We're going to have to go to a song and then come back to it because there's no polite way to talk about thicker women and then go to Valentine's Day without it.
Well, we can dedicate a Valentine's Day tune to whether you are flat, whether you are fat, or fluffy.
Well, you see, the song I'm going into is from Faux Ox. And anytime the word ox is in
yes. Now it's good. Yeah. Now
like I said, we have to be very careful in how we do the segue.
You're presenting me a real challenge.
Could do a whole show on how to drive women away from you.
We can show you how to do that in about 2.3 seconds. But why don't we take a break? We'll come back. We'll try
to fix this.
We'll try to repair Valentine's Day because, it's one of the 4 times a year that I get to fool around. So anyways, why don't we leave here with Faux Ox. The name of the song is Hooks for Hands. You're listening to My Night Out Radio. We'll be back in a minute.
With a
Welcome back, my night outers. That was Faux Ox, name of the song, Hooks for Hands. There is no careful way to do the segue now. We're going to talk about Valentine's Day for about a couple of minutes because we are running quickly out of time.
Yeah, for the woman who gets her hooks in you.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, we will be on the air next Sunday for Valentine's Day for all your, if you are not with someone, at least we'll suffer through the holiday with you. However, do you have plans? Or do you have any idea what you're going to do for Valentine's? Because I know you have a betrothed.
Yes. I will find out whether I have plans when I speak to my betrothed.
Okay. Now, me personally, I am old-fashioned, not just because I'm old, but
because you're fashioned.
I am very fashionable. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it on Saturday just because you have a chance to recover from it for Sunday. I think that's pretty much the theme for Valentine's Day is going to be on the 13th. Technically, it's the 14th, but on the 13th, everyone's going to do it because you have.
Everybody's going to do it, all right.
I'm going to cook. I like to cook anyways, but I think I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to try to duplicate a couple of recipes that we've had over the years that I know my wife likes. I might even do a dessert. Go out of my way, get some sugar-free chocolates because my wife does have a problem with sugar, so we do have to be sensitive towards that and try to make as romantic of an evening as possible. Now, unfortunately for me, a long time ago, I promised my wife I would never give her flowers ever again for as long as she lives. So
because
I got myself into a little bit of trouble when
there was a bee in the flowers.
No. I got myself into trouble. I did something really, really stupid.
Okay.
So I bought her a whole bunch of flowers, and I literally she was living on a second floor. I put a flower on every stair going up to her apartment. Now, as she come home, she was supposed to pick up each one of those flowers. When she rounded the corner, she would see the whole bouquet that was left.
Okay.
Instead, she ground each one of those flowers into the step that they were placed upon, upon which I told her, hey, look, you will never get flowers from me again. And with the exception of our wedding day, she has not. So if I am nothing, I am honest, and I do stick to my word on that.
Well, plus, when you look at it from the point of view that getting her flowers will bring to mind whatever hideously stupid thing you did. So it's self-preservation.
In retrospect, I have done a hell of a lot worse.
It's a good thing you didn't put chocolates on every stair and look like someone crapped all over the place.
I've done some horrible, stupid things, and to this day, I don't even know why she's still with me, but I thank God every morning I roll over and she's still there. But that's ancient history, which will bring us to our last song of the evening. I want to thank everybody for listening. The name of the song is Ad Nauseum. The name of the band is History, hence the segue. By the way, once again, if you want to be part of the show, if you want to advertise on the show, you just want to submit some music to me, MyNightOutRadio at Verizon.net. Hit me up on Facebook /MyNightOut, Twitter, MyNightOutRI, or DJ Psyco Eddie. Instagram is DJ Psyco Eddie. And if you want the best in local upcoming events, MyNightOutRI.com. We're going to leave here with History, the name of the song, Ad Nauseum. We'll be back next week. Have a good night, everybody.
I'm alone in your fight when Rome rises to expose all your lies. Disregard all you've had in the past. Start a door with what you know.